Is she like in? Oh, that's not sugar, is it? Is that sugar?
No.
So she's in love with Nini.
And Nini's always mean to her. She comes out and says hello to me, Nini. I love you. And Nini's always the grumpy old lady and snaps at her and growls at her. And
oh, look at this! Look at this sexy mama! Look at this hot mama!
I'm almost. My shoulder is almost. Look.
And he's only going to get bigger, Marisol.
hello, everyone. Welcome to A Foreigner Farming in the Philippines.
Then Charlie, we're going to carry me. If he's bigger
What are you doing, Charlie?
He's got his work hat on. He's ready to get out in the sun and start digging, help Dad.
So anyway, this video, Jason and I kind of had a little epiphany. I don't know how it came about that we had this idea, but
well, it was.
It was you?
It was my idea.
Okay. I don't know what we were talking about.
Well, I was looking at your table, if you remember, like the side of your table, and I said, well, wait a minute, if the slot's that big, why don't we sandbag it? Well, maybe I've given away too much.
No, we have come to the conclusion that anything other than a fancy, expensive water check gate is the only thing that's going to work
properly. And
we don't have that rubbing the fingers together thing laying around. So what we do have is a giant supply of sand back on the plateau, and we have hundreds of these sacks, 40 less at the moment.
Yeah,
but
that's a good idea.
we're gonna use sandbags.
Yeah.
We're gonna use one of these bags. It's gonna be a challenge to get it mostly full.
Ew! Don't touch it. There's a lot of.
The opening is 2 feet by 2 feet. It's 2 feet square.
It will be very itchy.
So one of these bags is almost 2 feet wide. I don't know if we would be able to stack 2 of these bags together and get out in the river and pull them through enough to, get them wedged up in there. I'd like to give it a try, but whether or not we could get those into that opening, that would cut down. If we could get 2 bags stacked on top of each other into that opening, it would cut down 90% of the flow of the water. And then on the pond side of the check, just put in a bunch of these bags, quarter filled with sand, and just stack them up. We could fill that whole chute with sandbags if we wanted to, but I don't think we need to. Maybe just come back a couple feet, a couple rows. We could stack them, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 feet high. The thing is sand in bags does seal pretty well, and the weight is enough to where they're not going to go anywhere, and it doesn't have to be a perfect seal. A little bit of water escaping one way or the other doesn't matter, but it can't be what we had before, and neither one of us are comfortable with the mud and the board idea, and plywood and mud with gasket around it is again money. So
I think I would have more faith in this, that even if we do our fancy plywood with gasket on
this one will work.
This will work, and it will cost us
next to nothing.
Labor. I've seen a lot using that.
You've seen a lot using that. So then why didn't you tell us?
You did not ask me.
Oh.
Well, Marisol, we were talking, we were brainstorming earlier.
I'm just, when you two are talking, I'm not listening.
No, it's true.
You're not listening, yeah.
Jen's the same. But what we were going to do, Marisol, to stop the water is we were going to put you in the water check, and you were going to look at the water, and you were going to say, don't.
Yeah, I can do that.
You and the water would be like, whoa, what are we dealing with here?
I can do that.
I'm sure the water would listen to you.
We'll put 2 bolos. You'll have the, on each side, and you just don't even think about it, and the water will just.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
And if I say, okay, go inside.
Yeah. And then when we need a water change, you're like, okay, guys, it's okay.
Yeah,
But you got to have a hat on like that, or the water's not going to take you seriously.
Yeah, I'm going to take you seriously.
Yeah, and then I will.
Yeah, I'm looking. Water.
So we think we've come up with a course of action
that will work,
and that we don't have to worry about failing.
I remember in our place, we make like a pond in the river, and then we use this
So everybody uses sandbags. Sandbags work.
sandbag.
Ask anybody who's had a deal with a flood or anything like that. Sandbags work.
You're lucky you're cute.
Yeah, I know.
Or I'd just step on you.
You're very good.
So, we haven't talked about when we're going to try again. I guess the next high tide is next Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thereabouts. But I say as a test,
We do a dry run.
yeah, because like just because of the location of where that is, it's so low that I mean, you know, that's
So go out
either it works or it doesn't
yeah,
work.
go out at a low tide, stuff that opening full of sandbags and
Correct.
stack some around it and
And kind of the key would be is
or hide
if it can stop, like once the river does start to rise, like above that, if it can withstand the pressure of the river pushing against it, we're golden. Like the pond will
So
never
then we try
generate-
it the other way. We let the pond fill up and throw the bags in it and see if it'll hold it.
or vice versa, yeah. But that would be harder because
Then we got to get them out.
I was gonna say, but
But that's like I said, with a rope on one of these bags and a couple guys yanking
yeah,
on
we
it.
can do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Like
So you just
but
wanna-
just
you just
for a
wanna
test, I
forget-
would rather do it the opposite. The easier way, like the pond's empty, we can see it. Dump them in there, and then it doesn't. Then the test is it will stop flow.
Right.
Then the next test is pull them out, pull them aside, let the high tide go in there, and then we do the same thing with a high
Right,
tide.
okay.
That'll be the test.
All right. Well, we haven't figured out a time frame of when we're going to try this, but and the white van is in the shop at the moment because that trip going back and forth has basically destroyed a CV joint, and I was lucky to make it to the mechanic shop. So we're not going to take it, but and the red van without the four-wheel drive working, I don't want to take it at all. We would just get stuck and ended up cussing.
Because will it ever stop raining?
Well, yeah, that's the.
And there's another rain
I know.
cloud.
Yeah, Mark Cooper
Mark
just
sent
said,
us-
hang on,
There's
More rain!
hang on to your umbrella. It's going to rain some more. So
There's more.
this is kind of like, this is like the opposite of what happened last year.
Yeah.
We had the dry season, and then we were supposed to have the wet season, but the dry season just continued
going.
without a rainy season. And now this year, we have the wet season that's supposed to end, but it's not ending. So we're going to have wet season, no dry season. So we're going to have like a 5-month, 6-month long wet season.
And that road, I mean, as well designed as it is, culverts, banking, good rock crush underneath. I mean, it's an incredibly well designed. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It's a mud pit. Like there should be college students wrestling in that road.
Yeah.
It's just mud. There's no rock. There's no crush. There's ruts in it. Oh, maybe
Oh, the Ninja van.
ninja.
All right, well, I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.